So, last night I went to see Moana 2, the unexpected sequel to one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, Moana. So, how was it? Well, first, it's important to note that this was originally supposed to be a Disney Plus series, but at the last minute they reworked it into a movie. Supposedly it was made into a movie because Bob Iger was impressed with the footage, but we all know that the real reason is because Wish was such a catastrophic failure that Disney tried to make up for it by releasing Moana 2. So it's basically like Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True, or Belle's Magical World, or Atlantis Mali's Return, and that's stitched together episodes of a canceled TV series. And it's really evident in the movie because sometimes you can tell where each quote unquote episode ends and the other starts. I know people are going around saying that this is terrible, but I think it's just average at worst. The story is still really good, even if it is largely episodic because it was made into a movie. And as always, the animation is beautiful. And Moana herself is still a really strong character who goes through a lot of development in the movie. And Maui is still pretty awesome. I think he and Moana are some of the best scenes and character interactions in the movie. But the movie is still a bit flawed. So this movie introduces a few new characters to be part of Moana's crew, but they don't get that much development, and somehow the movie acts like they were always there and we always knew them. And I think it's pretty clear that in the cut footage from the TV series, they would have gotten proper introductions and more development and screen time and all that. So they're basically just the old guy, the guy who makes quilts and fanboys over Maui, and the smart one. And that's it. There's also another character named Matangi who was hyped up as a villain, but she's actually not a villain. She's just a chaotic good because she ultimately helps Moana and then she disappears after her little song number. So I guess she's more like a twist hero. Or maybe, again, Disney just wanted to make up for what happened with Wish, where King Magnifico was bashed for not being that villainous, and yeah. The songs in the movie are fine. They're not, like, outrageously terrible or anything. And they're much better in the context of the movie than just listening to them on the soundtrack, but they still pale in comparison to the amazing and iconic songs from the first Moana movie. Well, this is a given because Lin-Manuel Miranda did the songs for the first Moana movie. And say what you want about the man himself, but you can't deny that he makes banger songs. And for this movie, the composers were Barlow and Bear, whose only credits are the unofficial Bridgerton musical. I think Matangi had the best song in the movie, though. Her song Get Lost is the major standout, and it's probably gonna become the breakaway hit. In short, I don't think Moana 2 is bad at all. It's not perfect, sure, but hey, at least it's not Ralph Breaks the Internet. So, for my Disney ranking, Moana 2 is actually not on the tier list. I added this picture myself. So, on my tier list, I think it would be a solid B. Also, yeah, I changed it a little bit. I decided to move Peter Pan and Lady and the Tramp up one tier, and move Strange World and Wish down one tier, because I know I used to like Wish and everything, but you know, maybe its critics do have a point. Actually, not maybe, they do. They do have a point. And at least Moana 2 songs are competently written and don't have lines like, "Watch out world, here I are." Yeah. So Moana 2 is a pretty decent movie and quite enjoyable, but yeah, definitely not on the same level as the first Moana. That is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you like my work, please consider donating to my Ko-fi page. Thank you, and see you next time.